Chandrayaan is a series of lunar missions by Indian Space Research Organization (Isro). Chandrayaan 1. Chandrayaan 1 is India's first mission to Moon. Was launched successfully on October 22, 2008 from Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR Sriharikota. The spacecraft was orbiting around the Moon at a height of 100 km from the lunar surface for chemical, mineralogical, and photogeologic mapping of the Moon. The spacecraft carried 11 scientific instruments built in India, USA, UK, Germany, Sweden, and Bulgaria. It confirmed presence of lunar water and found past tectonic activity on lunar surface. It also found evidence of lunar caves formed by an ancient lunar lava flow. Chandrayaan 2. Chandrayaan 2 is a natural sequel to Chandrayaan 1. Launched on July 2019, it was planned to make a soft landing at a site where no earlier mission has gone near the south pole of the Moon. It was sent aboard the country's most powerful geosynchronized launch vehicle, the GSLV Mk3. Chandrayaan 2 is mainly designed as an integrated 3-in-1 spacecraft of around 3,877 kg, comprising of an orbiter of the Moon. The lander module is Vikram, named after Vikram Sarabhai, and the rover module is Pragyan, meaning wisdom, all equipped with the scientific instruments to study the Moon. It was planned as the orbiter would orbit the Moon from 100 km away, while the lander and rover modules will separate and make a soft landing on the surface. But it was failed to make a soft landing. Lander was planned to remain stationary after touching down, would likely to study the Moon's atmosphere and seismic activity. Rover, a 6-wheeled solar-powered vehicle, would attach itself and slowly crawl on the surface, making observations and collecting data. It was prevented from crash landing and successfully traveling on the surface of the Moon. It would study the composition of the surface near the lunar landing site and determine the abundance of various elements. And then Chandrayaan 2 is equipped with different kinds of cameras to create high resolution 3-dimensional maps of the surface. It will study the mineral composition of the Moon and the lunar atmosphere, and also to assess the abundance of water molecule in Moon on the south pole. The mission sequence involved in meticulous planning of the series of earthbound maneuvers, translunar injection, series of lunar bonds, lander separation, lander descent, and touchdown, and subsequent rover rolling out of the lander on the Moon surface. Chandrayaan 3. The Chandrayaan 3 mission is a follow-up of Chandrayaan 2, which aimed to land a rover on the lunar south pole. It is planned to launch by 2023. The subsequent failure of the Vikram lander led to the pursuit of another mission to demonstrate the leading capabilities needed for the lunar polar exploration mission, proposed in partnership with Japan for 2024. It will have an orbiter and a landing module. However, this orbiter won't be loaded with a scientific instrument like the Chandrayaan 2. Its job will only be confirmed to carry the lander to the Moon, oversee the landing from its orbit, and communicate between the lander and the Earth station.